Petros here from youcanteachme.gr. What are we going to do now is create a new feature, a new CRUD for Livewire Laravel. And let me just log in and explain first what we are going to do. And in this lesson, we are going to create the backbone of what we will need in order to create our feature, like database migrations, factory, seeders, and relationships models and stuff like that. So let's dive in. Let me first log in. So it's efremidis.petros@gmail.com. Password is password. And here we are. So what we have currently is like a user can have multiple songs. So here we can see the index, the song index. And the new feature we are going to build is that a user can create multiple bands. So we can create an entire CRUD using Laravel and Livewire for bands. So a user can create multiple bands. And the idea behind this is to extend this a little bit more, and then a band can have members. So each member can log in, see the band, and also see the shared resources for that band, like songs and playlists. So the idea behind this is to, for example, I can create band and I can add some band members, and then we can share the songs for that band. So let's start. The only thing that we need to understand for now is that we will only need a name for that band, and the relationship is behind the user and the band is that a user can have multiple bands, and a band can belong to one user. So let's start. Let's go to PHP Store and let's start by creating a new model. The model will be band, and then we need to add a new relation. This will be like user ID. It can help us out here. And then we need a name, which will be a string. We will need the ID. We need timestamps, soft deletes, yes. Let's add the fillable array as well to the model. And we need the migration, database factory, and the policy as well. So let's click OK. I guess we can start with that. OK. So here is our bands table with an ID, foreign key to user ID, and the name, soft deletes. So I guess we're good here. And we also have a band, and the user relationship is already there, belongs to. Let's do the opposite real quick. So let's open user model, and let's add one new relationship for bands. It will be has many, and I guess this will do the trick. So this is that. And now let's close this up. We need let's open the factory and take a look how this is. So we have a name. Let's move that. I don't think we need them. I guess this is good. And now I need a seeder so we can seed our database. So let's start with what we have so far, database seeder. So we can have a user seeder. Here we create 10 random users and we create just one with my mail. Let me just put this on top so I can always have the user ID of 1 when we seed that database. And then if I go back, we will add a band seeder here. Okay, let's create that seeder. Can I use that? Yes. And I will do like band seeder. Okay, so let's grab all the users, and for each user, we'll have a function that will have a user, of course. And here, let's call the factory we just created. So band models factory, and let's create bands for the user that is selected. And let's let's randomly choose from 2 bands to 5 bands. Yes, it will be good. So let's use the random function. 2 to 5 will do the trick. And let's create bands. So this is good. I'm missing a parenthesis here, I guess. We have a function. Oh, here it is. So I guess this is good. And let's add this band seeder to our database seeder so we can run along with the others. Database seeder, band seeder, and I don't know, let's try this out. PHP artisan, migrate fresh, dash seed, so it can run all the migrations again. And the band seeder is there, so let's open little quick table plus and inspect our data. So users, I'm the first user, and for each user we have some bands. So I guess this is good. Okay, and what we will do here, instead of going and tinker this out, so instead of doing that, let's add like two tests that do this thing for us. One is this, so we make sure that the bands relationship is there and it returns these kind of things. And let's do the opposite as well. Like we have the band model, find the first band, and then we can grab the user. Let's do app models, so that works. And let's use AI in order to do that. Why not? Let's open AI chat. What do we need here? Let's go to the user model, and we need to write a test for this and let it work. And let's create another one and go to band. Let's grab this and let's wait until they are done. So this is done. Let's see what we created here. Band test. So let's see the test. We create a user and then we create a band for that user. I really like the for method, so let's change that for user. So we don't need that here, but it's the same thing. And then we expect that when we fetch the user method from the band, this will be an instance of user. This is good. And we also need to check that if we are trying to get the ID of the user through the band, it's the same with the user ID. So let's run this. It should pass. So this is good. Perfect. And we also have the other test ready here, the user test. We generate the class codes again. Okay. So these lines disappear now. We create a user. Let's do the same here. Let's create 3 bands for that user and remove that, which is more usable. So now we expect to have 3 bands when you call the bands method from the user model. And if you just check the first one, it should be an instance of a band. Okay. And if you plug the IDs from the relationship, they should match from the ones that we created. So this is a good test and it passes. So let's see what else. This is good, I guess, to begin with. And I think I'm happy. So let's see what we've done so far so we can move to the next thing. So here we created a migration. So the idea is that a user can have multiple bands. So we have a foreign key user ID into the bands table because a band only belongs to a user. That's why. And then we created the band model, soft deletes, fillable, which user ID and name, and user that we already tested that method. We have a factory, of course, that is used in our tests. Nothing fancy here. We also have a policy, but we'll take a look at this in the next episodes. And here we created a seeder that we fetch all the users, and for each user we are calling the band factory and create like 2 to 5 bands for each user. This is good. We added that seeder to our database seeder so it can run along the migrations and the other seeders as well. We also updated the user model and added the bands function and tested that as well. And we changed the user seeder just to have myself on the top so I can always have the ID of one when we reseed our database. Here are our 2 tests, and yeah, I guess that's could be like bands, I don't know, init for now. Let's commit that. And yeah, see you in the next lesson. We will do and start display this data into our application by creating the band index page and also add some tests in order to move forward.